Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy, and today we are going to be ranking all of the historical dolls and all of the Girl of the Years. So I spent a lot of time this morning creating these tier lists because I'm different and unique like that. I wanted to create something of my own. So I'm using Canva and I'm just going to rank them into 4 different tiers because I know there are a lot of videos like this already on the internet of different people giving their opinions on all the dolls and ranking them. But I enjoy watching videos like this, like, no matter how many times I've seen somebody rank all the dolls, like, I'll still wanna watch new videos on it and, like, hear people's opinions. So I'm hoping that you guys are interested in my opinions too when it comes to the girls of the years and the historicals. So I have 3 different tiers. Right here, we have Queen. That's going to be the top tier. I think we already know who's gonna end up there if you've seen my last couple of videos. But we have Queen, and then we have Love You So Much. This is for dolls that I really, really like, but they're not top tier for me. Next, we have Cute But Nah. That's dolls that I like and think are cute, but maybe just have no interest in getting or don't really like as much as the other dolls. And the last tier is Not a Fan. This is for dolls that I just really don't like, and I really don't think a lot of dolls are gonna end up in that tier, so I will be surprised if there's more than one in each category. So I know usually these videos are broken up into just historical ranking or just Girl of the Year, but I wanted to do both in one video because I didn't think that it would take me very long to rank these, and I also don't know that I've seen any videos like this before where it's got historical and Girl of the Years in both videos. So we're just gonna go ahead and start. But first, I want to say thank you guys for all the love you've shown me on my last couple of videos. Um, I made the first video just kind of on a whim. I've been wanting to create a channel like this for a while, but whenever I saw the new Truly Me's had released, I was like, well, this is the perfect time because I hadn't looked at it yet. And so I just decided to make a video out of it. It's only been like few days and it has over 100 views already. So thank you guys for all your nice comments and for subscribing and all the love and support. Okay, so let's begin. First, we're going to start with the historical dolls. And I don't have these in any particular order. I just filled them in wherever I wanted to put them. So we're just going to start with the first one, which is Caroline. I was not into American Girl whenever they released Caroline, so I don't really remember seeing her in the magazines or hearing much about her. I stopped really looking at the magazines probably whenever I was 16, and we moved around that time, so we didn't get the magazines coming to our houses anymore. But I've always liked American Girl and like sort of kept up with it online every now and then till I actually bought one last year. It was all downhill from there, but I don't really remember much about Caroline. All I know about her is what I've seen in other people's videos since I've gotten into American Girl less than a year ago. I think she's okay. She is kind of basic with the blonde hair. I think she has blue eyes. It's kind of hard to tell in these little pictures, but and I don't really like pink, so her dress doesn't really like enthrall me or draw me in. But I think she's pretty cute. Um, I'm gonna have to go with actually, this is kinda harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna have to go with Not a Fan because I don't think I'd ever get her, honestly, and I don't know anything about her book. I don't really know anything about her besides her look, so that's basically what I'm judging her on. So I'm just gonna go with Not a Fan at the moment. That could change in the future if I ever get to read her book and learn more about her character, but for right now, she's gonna go in Not a Fan. Next, we have Ivy, which is Julie's best friend. I really like Ivy. Pretty much every picture I've seen of her, she looks so cute in whatever she's in. Um, I'm gonna have to put her in Love You So Much. I don't know that I'd ever purposely seek out an Ivy to buy, but if I ever stumbled upon one and it was for a good price, I definitely would try to get her, and I think she's so cute, and I would love to have her in my collection someday. Next, we have Rebecca. I've always loved Rebecca, thought she was so pretty. And then I got number 68. She was my first doll that, like, kinda got me back into it, got me back into American Girl, and they look very similar. They both have the Josefina mold. I think Rebecca has green eyes, but they both have the same color hair. Rebecca's hair is curly and 68's hair is straight, but I feel like they would look too similar to me, and I like to have dolls that don't really look similar in my collection. I want my dolls to, like, look different from each other, kinda have their own individuality, so I don't think I'd ever get Rebecca, but I think that she's so pretty, and if I didn't have 68, I would probably want her, so she's gonna go in Love You So Much. Next, we have Kaya. She is so cute, and I love all the outfits that she comes with. I've never read her book, to be honest with you, but I love her hair so much, and I even like modern Kayas. I think that she's just such a cute doll. Um, I don't know that I'd ever buy her though, because I would want to just probably keep her in her historically accurate clothing, and I like to dress up my dolls, like, that's how I bond with them, like, doing their hair and dressing them up, and I probably wouldn't wanna change her out of her clothes very much. Um, so I don't know that I would get much use out of her besides just having her, like, sit on a shelf. So I don't know that I would ever buy her, but if I were, like, with Ivy to stumble upon her, I would definitely wanna get her, and I really like her, and I think she's such a cute doll. Next, we have Addie. I love Addie so much. I already know she's going into queen tier. She is such a pretty doll. I have not read her book, but I've heard a lot of good, like, reports on it, that a lot of people like her book. This doll is definitely one I wanna hopefully get someday. I'm very sad that they changed her outfit and that she's not in this pink outfit anymore, that she's in the blue Be Forever outfit. It's okay, it's just not my favorite. This is the Addie I remember, and I just prefer her to wear the pink. But, yeah, I really want Addie someday. I have a very vivid memory, for some reason, of being in Walmart one day whenever I was, like, 11 or 12 and, like, thinking about how much I really wanted Addie. I don't know if I just, like, saw a kid walking around with their American Girl or something, but I really love Addie, and I really hope to get her someday. Next, we have Claudia. Now, she's one that isn't in a lot of tier rankings as far as I know because she just came out recently. Um, I actually really like Claudia. I think she's cute. I was kind of iffy about her at first because I thought she was gonna have the Mckenna face mold. I don't like the Mckenna mold, but she doesn't. She has her own mold. I really love her collection, except for some of the, like, fancier pieces. I'm not really into that, but I like the me outfit that she comes with. I think that she's very cute. Of course, I haven't read her book yet. I don't have this doll, but I think she's very cute. I don't think I would ever buy her though because I don't really like the painted on lashes, and I'm just not really 100% used to her mold yet, so I think I'm gonna put her in cute but nah, but she's very cute. And next we have Marie Grace. I always get confused if it's, like, Marie Grace or Mary Grace. I always kinda stumble over that, so if I call her Marie Grace one minute and Mary Grace the next, just forgive me, but, I think that she's a pretty cute doll. We got a lot of her new mold with the new Truly Me's. I've never been super fond of Marie Grace. I've always preferred Claudie? Sorry, I've always preferred Cecile. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think Marie Grace is pretty cute. But I don't think that I would ever get her, so I'm just gonna put her in cute but nah. Next, we have Ruthie, which is Kit's best friend. To be honest, I kind of forgot Ruthie existed whenever I was making out this list. I even forgot that Kit existed. I'm so sorry, Kit. You're a legend, but I kind of forgot that she existed for a little bit. Um, I think Ruthie's okay. I'm not a huge fan of her. I don't think I would ever get her. Um, yeah, I don't have much to say about her, so she's gonna go here and not a fan. And next we have Emily, Molly's best friend. I think Emily is so cute. I've always thought it was interesting how in this picture of her, her hair looks like shoulder length, but in all the other pictures and videos I've seen of Emily, her hair looks, like, kind of longer, like, past her shoulders. So maybe it's just the angle this picture was taken, but I've always found that to be interesting. Anyway, I think Emily is very cute. I love Molly so much. I love Molly's character. Molly's actually my favorite American Girl character. Love Molly's movie and book, and I really liked Emily in the movie. So I think I'm gonna put her in Love You So Much. I would like to get her someday since I do have Molly and then have, like, 2 best friend dolls. I think that would be cool. Next, we have Josefina, and if you know me, you know that she is my favorite doll. I don't think American Girl can ever make a better doll. We already know where she's going, right up here beside Addie. the queens. Now we have Molly Mcintyre. She is also going up here in queen tier. I love Molly. She's my favorite character. I don't really know what else to say about her besides she's my favorite character. Next we have Samantha Parkington. I've never really liked Samantha that much. I've always thought she looked kind of basic, like Caroline. My sister actually has Samantha, so I don't think I'd ever get Samantha because it's kind of weird when my sister has dolls. Like, if I don't really like them a lot, I'm probably not going to get them because we do still live in the same house, and it's just like kind of weird. But Samantha's okay. I'm gonna have to go with Cute But Nah. Her movie was nice, kind of boring, kind of basic, but I like her well enough. Next, we have Julie Albright. This is also another one of my sister's dolls. I think Julie's really pretty. I never really formed much of an opinion on her because she was my sister's first doll whenever we were both 12. We saved up our money and were able to choose what doll we wanted, and I chose number 25, and my sister chose Julie. So I've never really had an opinion on Julie. She's always just been my sister's doll. That's just she looks like my sister to me, so I don't know, I don't really think of her as, like, an individual doll. I'm gonna go with Cute, but nah, I don't think I'll ever get her because my sister has her and she just seems like my sister's doll. Like, it would be weird if I got Julie. Next, we have Melody. I think Melody is very cute. She also was not around whenever I was, like, growing up, so she's, like, kind of a new doll to me. A lot of these are that are coming up are new dolls to me that I never formed an opinion on, don't have any, like, nostalgic feelings toward, but, Melody's cute. I don't really like her hair. I feel like it looks kind of flat. I'm a big fan of, like, retro fashion and all that in, like, the '60s and '70s, and I've seen better hair flips than on her hair. Maybe it's just, like, her the texture of her hair is hard to curl, but I think that they could have, like, curled it more. I've seen a lot of pictures of her where one side of her hair is, like, shorter than the other or longer, and I just think that they could have done her hair better, maybe, like, curled it more and, like, sprayed it or something, but I guess that wouldn't be very fun because you couldn't style it. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of how they did her hair. Um, but she's okay. I'm gonna put her in cute, but nah, I don't know that I'd ever get her because I don't really like her hair. Next, we have Mary Ellen. I do have Mary Ellen. I used to not like Mary Ellen, even though I had her. She was in a box under my bed for a while. Um, but I like Mary Ellen now. I do not like her character. She seemed very bratty to me. Um, so I don't really care about that, but I do have a connection to her because I have her, so I'm gonna put her in Love You So Much. Next, we have Nanea. Now, I've always had, like, a sort of hate-love relationship with this face mold. I think Nanea is cute, like, in pictures I've seen of her in, like, modern clothes, but in her me outfit, she just reminds me too much of, like, Moana, and she just looks like a Disney doll to me. She doesn't really look like an American girl. I used to want Nanea for, like, maybe 5 weeks, and then I kinda gave that up, so I don't know that I'd ever get her, um but that could change. So I'm just gonna put her in cute but nah. Now we have Courtney. She was also not around whenever I was a kid, so I don't really have any feelings toward her besides just like looking at her. Never read her book. I think her hair's pretty cute. I think she would have looked cuter with brown hair personally, but she's okay. I'm just gonna have to go with not a fan. I don't think I'd ever get her. And next we have Cecile, and I really like Cecile. She's very cute. She looks like Gabriella, and I have Gabriella, so I'm kind of partial to her for that, but I think she's very cute. I don't think I'd ever get her because she costs so much, but if she weren't so pricey, I think I'd love to have her in my collection. But then again, she looks like Gabriella, so I don't know that I'd have them both. I think I'm gonna go with cute, but nah, she's really cute, but she looks like Gabriella, so I don't think I'd ever get her. But yeah, she's pretty cute. Now we're gonna go with Elizabeth, and I've always thought she was very pretty. The Josefina mold is my favorite mold, as you can probably guess, and I think that Elizabeth is very pretty, and I don't really have any other opinions on her besides she's pretty. I'm gonna have to go with cute, but nah, I don't think I'd ever get her. I don't want her as much as I want other dolls, like, I'm not drawn to her that much. So I don't think I'd ever get her, but she's very cute. Now we have Felicity, another one of my sister's dolls. Again, looking at her, I just think of my sister and it's like just her doll, so I don't think I'd ever get her. So I'm gonna go with not a fan. I also think that she's just kind of boring. No offense. And next we have Kit. Whenever I was scrubbing the floor trying to earn quarters to pay for an American Girl, at the age of 12, I constantly was thinking about Kit, constantly looking at her in the magazine. I don't know why I didn't get her instead of 25. But I think Kit is very cute. I'm gonna put her in Queen tier because I hope to get her someday. I do not like the Be Forever version. That's just no. So I probably have to get her secondhand unless I wait long enough. Maybe they'll bring her back like originally, like they did Molly. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna put her in Queen tier for now because I still hopefully want her someday. Next we have, is it Kirsten or Kirsten? Kristen? I don't know how to pronounce her name. I always forget. But I've never really liked her. Always thought she was kind of basic. There are actually more dolls in the not a fan tier than I thought there would be, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get Kirsten, Kristen. Um, just not a huge fan. Don't really like her clothes either, so I don't think I'd ever get her. Next, we have Nelly. I love Nelly. I have Nelly, and she's gonna go in the Queen tier because I think she's such a unique looking doll and just so fabulous. I just love Nelly, and I really liked her in her character in the Samantha movie. I've never read the books, but I really like her character in the movie. Okay, so that is my ranking of all the historical dolls, and I don't think I need to change anything around. It actually looks quite uniform except for these three here on the end. But yeah, that's my ranking for the historical dolls. Now we're going to move on to the girls of the year. Okay, I made this little ranking, this little tier list for the girls of the year. I keep wanting to say girl of the years, but that's not right. So it's girls of the year. I don't have them in order. I was getting confused whenever I was finding these pictures because, like Lindsey, she was released in 2001 and they didn't release Kaylee till 2003, and I was getting the numbers all mixed up. So I didn't put them in order, but I did get most of these pictures from AmericanGirlDollNews.com, so credit to whoever put all that together. And I also hopefully hope to have a video out sometime in the near future where I talk about what I want the next girl of the year to look like and her attributes, like what her story is about. I kind of have some ideas. I don't know if it's like too weird and too strange. It's just the first idea that came to mind. So I think I'm gonna try to do a video like that sometime soon, if anybody's interested. And we're just gonna go ahead and start ranking. So first off, we have Girl of the Year 2022. Don't expect me to remember the years with all of these, but I know who Corinne is because she's the girl of this year. And I've never liked Corinne. I'm just gonna say it. I do not like her face mold. I do not like her hair. I don't like her collection. I'm more of like a fall vibe, like warm tones, and hers is very like cool tones and like winter. So I'm not a huge fan of her. Never read her books, don't really know anything about her character. I'm sure she's a good character. I just don't like the doll. So I'm gonna put her in not a fan. Now we have Joss, and my sister has Joss. My sister doesn't like her Joss. So I've never really liked Joss either. Um, again with the new face mold. But I like the new Truly Me doll 122 with the Joss face mold, so I don't know. I just don't really like Joss that much. I like that she comes with a hearing aid. I think that's super cool. I too have hearing loss in one ear, but I don't wear a hearing aid. But I think that's really cool that they gave a doll that aspect of her story. They gave us a doll with disabilities. I think that's really neat. And I'm gonna have to put her in cute but nah because my sister has her, so I don't think I'd ever get her. Next we have Blaire. I think Blaire is very cute. I love her hair color. I love red-haired dolls. And I'm gonna have to put her in cute but nah. I've never been super drawn to her. Um, her hair is very cute, like the color, but it looks too brassy to me. It looks kind of fake in some of the pictures I've seen. So I don't know that I'd ever get her, but she's very cute. Next we have Gabriella. I love Gabriella, and I have Gabriella. I'm gonna put her in Queen. I love her story so much. I think I relate to her the most of all the girls of the year, though I have not read all their books, so I may be wrong. But of the books that I have read, which is only one, I guess, because I only have one Girl of the Year, um, I really love Gabriella, and I relate to her so much, like, her social anxiety and, like, I do stutter sometimes when I'm nervous or, like, have to do public speaking. I hate that so much. So I really admire her, and there every now and then I'll think about her story and about, like, her bravery and, like, standing up and, like, in spite of her stutter, like, still, like, going out there and doing what she had to do. Like, it inspires me, honestly, at the age of 23. So I really love Gabriella, the doll, and her character. So now we're gonna move on to Sage. I think Sage is cute. I don't think I'd ever get her. She's just never really stood out to me. Never read her books or anything, but I like her hair. It's very cute. Now we have Mckenna. I've always thought Mckenna was cute. She has Josefina face mold. I guess that's why. I don't love her a lot, but she's okay. I don't think I'd ever get her though, so I'm gonna put her in cute but nah. Now we have Sonali. I think Sonali is very cute. I actually prefer Gabriella over Sonali. I don't think I'd ever get Sonali because she does cost so much. If she didn't cost so much, I probably would want her, but she costs a lot, and I think she's a little bit overhyped. So I don't think I'd ever get her, but um, she's very cute. Now we have Laney. Never been a huge fan of Laney. Don't like her outfit really, or her collection. So I'm gonna have to put her in not a fan. And now we have Gwen. I really like Gwen. That's why I bought my doll, Reagan, number 52. I wanted a doll with blonde hair and bangs, but I didn't want to pay so much for Gwen, so I didn't get Gwen. But I'm gonna put her in Love You So Much because she looks like 52, but with different colored eyes, and I think that she's such a cute doll. Now we have Jess. I've never really liked the Jess mold until these new Truly Me's came out, and I saw the new dolls that they had with the Jess mold, and, like, I don't know, for some reason it just, like, hit me, and I've been kind of fond of the Jess mold since then. So I think Jess is cute. I don't know that I'd ever get her because I prefer dolls with longer hair. So I'm gonna put her in cute but not, but she's very cute. Now we have Marisol. I've always thought Marisol was so cute. She reminds me of Josefina. Surprise, surprise. So I'm gonna put her in Love You So Much. I don't think I'd ever get her because she's probably pretty expensive. I haven't priced her in a while. Um, and I have seen, like, a lot of Marisols with, like, wonky eyes. So I don't think I'd ever get her, but I think she's such a pretty doll. Now we have Lindsey, not a fan, just gonna go ahead and put her right here. That was a quick decision, but I do not really like her. I like her clothes though. And now we have Keira, also not a fan. She looks too much like Julie. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Now we have Luciana, and I think that she's very cute. I don't know that I'd ever get her, and I actually don't really mind the colored streak in her hair, but I don't think I'd ever get her because I don't know, I just don't feel like my collection needs her. She's okay. Now we have Grace. I really like Grace. She's very cute. I'm gonna put her in Love You So Much. I wouldn't mind having her in my collection someday. And we have Leah. She's also very cute. I think I would like her in my collection one day as well. I'm gonna put her up here in Love You So Much. Next we have Isabelle. I used to want Isabelle. I thought about getting her, I think before I got 52, and it just never worked out. So I'm gonna put her in Love You So Much because I think that she's very cute, and I wouldn't mind having her someday. Now we have Kanani. I think Kanani is very cute, and I would love to have Kanani someday if she didn't cost so much. Maybe one day, but I'm gonna put her in Queen because I think most of us can agree that she belongs up here. But now we're gonna go to Chrissa. Um, I think Chrissa's okay. She does have the Josefina face mold, but I don't know. I've just never been like super fond of her. In 2014, one of my lungs collapsed randomly, and I ended up in the hospital. And a lot of that was like a blur because I was like high on like pain pills and stuff. But I do remember vaguely watching part of the Kirsten movie whenever I was in the hospital, so she kinda reminds me of that. So, I don't know, I'm gonna put her in cute but nah. I don't think I'd ever get her, but she's very cute. Next we have Mia. I've wanted Mia for a while. Now and Forever AG has Mia, and her Mia is so cute. I think I'm gonna put her in Queen because I really would like to get her someday. And now we have Nikki. I don't really like the product pictures of Nikki, but I like the doll. I think she's very cute. I'm gonna put her in Love You So Much because I would like to get her someday, perhaps one of these days. But next we have Kaylee, and she's okay. I've never really liked her. Also kind of basic. She's gonna go in Not a Fan. Okay, so this is my ranking of all the girls of the year, and I'm actually surprised at all the ones that ended up in Not a Fan. I didn't think that there would be very many in either tier, but I have about, yeah, I have 5 in each one that I'm not a fan of. That's interesting. And the majority is cute but nah. That's interesting. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your opinions down below. I love listening to other people's calm and rational opinions, respectful opinions about American Girl dolls and the different characters. Let me know any other videos you'd like to see from me in the future, and I may make a video on it. I have other videos planned for the future, so subscribe if you want to see them and stay tuned. I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.